Have you ever noticed that many of the world's greatest scientists, philosophers, and geniuses often seem to be alone? Does being highly intelligent push people away from others? Or is there a deeper psychological reason behind it? Today, we're going to explore why smart people often experience loneliness. Imagine this. You're sitting in a room where everyone is talking, laughing, and enjoying themselves. Yet somehow you feel like you can't connect with anyone. For many intelligent people, this isn't just imagination, it's their everyday reality. In psychology, this is sometimes referred to as intellectual isolation. It happens when a person's thoughts, interests, and way of thinking become significantly different from those around them. The famous scientist Albert Einstein once said, "The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind." In other words, a quiet and solitary life nurtures creativity. Einstein believed that deep thinking often requires solitude. However, that same solitude can sometimes turn into emotional distance. Smart people tend to think more deeply about everything. While most people see an event and move on, an intelligent person often starts thinking about its causes, consequences, and possible outcomes. This is often called overthinking. And this habit can sometimes make them feel mentally disconnected from others. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "Loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you." In other words, loneliness doesn't come from a lack of people. It comes from being unable to share the thoughts and ideas that matter most to you. This is often what intelligent people experience. They enjoy conversations that are deep and meaningful, conversations about life, the universe, psychology, and big ideas. But most social interactions tend to focus on more superficial topics. When they can't find people who think like them, they gradually begin to feel isolated. An interesting study from the London School of Economics suggested that highly intelligent individuals may feel less satisfied with frequent social interaction compared to the average person. This may be because their minds are constantly occupied with new ideas and complex problems. They may also genuinely enjoy spending time alone. But that doesn't mean intelligent people dislike others. In reality, they often seek deep and meaningful relationships. They look for friends or partners who truly understand them. And when they fail to find such people, their feelings of loneliness can become even stronger. The philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said, "Great minds are like eagles and build their nests in solitude." In other words, great minds, like eagles, often create their homes in solitude. However, loneliness is not always a negative thing. Many great discoveries, books, inventions, and works of art were born in moments of solitude. But when loneliness becomes excessive, it can also lead to stress, anxiety, and sadness. That's why it's important to remember that being intelligent and being lonely are not the same thing. You can be highly intelligent and still build strong relationships. Finding the right people, expressing yourself openly, and making an effort to understand others, that's what creates balance. So the next time you feel like you think differently from everyone else, remember this. It may not be a weakness. It may be a sign of the depth of your thinking. But instead of getting lost in that depth, try to find people who understand your ideas and perspectives. Because even the sharpest minds sometimes need companionship. What do you think? Are highly intelligent people really more likely to feel lonely? Or is it just a myth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.